that long day behind you. Good times lie ahead. With company worth keeping, that'll bash a smile on your head. Come on in, the door's open, you'll find just the finest folks here. Pull up a chair, grab a drink, and lend our stories your ear. Cause we're the talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome. The talk the tavern. Promising beer and bedlam. The talk the tavern. Music, medicine, then some. The talk the tavern. The song's over. Here we come.
Okay, welcome to Talk of the Tavern. Tonight's topic is holiday attitude, and this is our disclaimer and trigger warning. We talk shit. If you were looking for a place to come and be offended, we're happy to oblige. Just wait. If we miss
Welcome to my world.
There we go. We're going to make jokes. We're going to say bad things. We're going to drink, smoke, and swear. Welcome to the tavern. On the other hand, if you're a troll, there's 3 rules of being a troll. First of all, include others. Second of all, be entertaining. Third of all, know when to fucking stop. So there is an art to being a troll. But going on beyond that, I am Travis Sivart. I am an author. I am the creator of this show. And my latest book I'm working on is a cyberpunk adventure I'm looking forward to putting out there in the next month or two. So let's introduce Ed first, my first and foremost co-host.
On my screen, I'm on top.
You are. You're above me in every way, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
What are your vices?
Hi, everybody. I'm Ed. Nice to be here. I am drinking Bold Rock Pineapple Hard Cider. Take her away, Kevin.
But by the way, before Kevin introduces himself, we're going to have a cider tasting soon, and that might be in there. We might have to, because I haven't tried that. Kevin, I'm sorry to interrupt. Hold on, he's
That's
sparking.
absolutely fine. I was just reflecting on the fact that according to Ed's metaphor, that makes me the meat in this white bread, brown bread sandwich on my screen. Good evening, I'm Kevin, broadcasting live at 2 a.m. from the UK.
And your meat's slipping out the side there too, bro.
Well, you know,
Ooh,
if I was looking for a commercial endorsement, which clearly I'm not at this time of the morning, if I was looking for a satisfying caffeinated beverage to keep me awake, only the smooth, satisfying taste of Nescafe Gold Blend would suffice.
And by the way, everybody give a quick shout out to Elizabeth there, who's cheering and applauding.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
What up, pickle lady?
Always
And
great.
Joe, I've never had White Claw.
Always great to have Elizabeth in the house. We miss her. I keep on trying to talk to her to get her on the show, but it doesn't
The
quite
haunted
work.
house.
So anyhow, okay, so a toast. We need a toast. Anybody have a toast? I didn't see anybody post a toast. Kevin, Ed, you got anything? Holiday attitude is the topic? Okay.
I'm half drunk already.
Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to do a quote from Cogsley, and then I'm going to throw my own toast up there in addition to whatever he says. So Cogsley says, art is about cosmic beauty. Science is about cosmic order. Religion is about cosmic purpose. And that's from Conceptual Integrated Science by Paul G. Hewitt, Pearson Education Incorporated. In other words, a science textbook that I had. And my toast is, here's to the middle finger. May it define our holidays in 2020. There we go.
Drink to that one.
To Ginger showed up. Okay, I did the disclaimer. I want to let everybody know. Make sure you check out our other podcast, Stealing for Survival, medieval fantasy adventure role-playing game in the world that I write novels in. Also, Joe says this stream is about cosmic profanity. Hell yes. Andrea wants to toast to big butts. Cannot lie. Also, check out our merch. You can find that at a few places. I'm going to throw a few links up here real quick. I am apparently typing in all fucking caps tonight. If you guys want to get a t-shirt to support your favorite podcast that we have, or Just General, some really inappropriate for work but safe for work shirts, check out bit.ly/tavern merch. That's bit.ly/tavern merch. That's bit.ly/tavern merch. Or, same thing, bit.ly/tavern merch and the number 2, which is our pint glasses, which also have the, I'm not a politician, but $20 is $20 type glasses, as well as the shows. Other than that, my books can be found at bit.ly, that's bit.ly/Travis Books. Whew. That's enough. Let's talk about the topic, holiday attitude. This is where this one can go. First of all, I love holidays. I love because they give us something different and something fun to play with, whether that's 4th of July with patriotism, getting a bonus day off with Labor Day, or really the other one that's opposite Labor Day that has to do with military people. Ed.
Memorial Day.
Yeah, that one.
Dead military people.
Dead military people, not living ones. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, whether we hate Christmas, love Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day. I don't care where we go with this. We're going to talk about the attitude people have during the holidays. Any given holiday. Now, any of you feel strongly about the holiday attitude? I see Ed just like deadpan stare right there. Ed, let's talk about going into a store. Oh, wait, Kevin was about to say something. Kevin, what do you got?
Define holiday attitude, first of all. I mean, I'm all for people throwing themselves into a season or a holiday that they have a particular affinity for. But if you're the kind of person who's eagerly awaiting putting your Christmas tree up sometime in the early stages of November, you and I might not get on.
I put mine up the weekend after Thanksgiving. But I've heard a great idea. Depending where you live, put your outdoor holiday decorations up in early November. Just don't fucking turn them on till after Thanksgiving. But do it while the temperature's a little reasonable, before it gets too cold to climb on your roof and tack shit to your gutters and whatnot.
When you say outside decorations, you mean the large hardboard sign that I nail over my front door during December that just says "fuck off" in 2-foot-high letters.
I saw a great picture today. It had a Yoda with a Santa hat on and a lightsaber, and 4 uninflated things around it like he just killed them. And that was a holiday decoration.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm like...
I like the one you sent me, the little dumpster fire tree ornament.
I did send that to you. I sent him, it's a green dumpster with 2020 printed on it, and one of the top flip lids are open on the one half of the dumpster, and there's flames coming out of it, and it says 2020. A couple of comments real quick already. We're already to comment point. God, I'm loving chat tonight. Tajinter says, all right, Thanksgiving to Christmas is a time of year that I hate. Thanks to my job, I've been putting in effort to not be a dick and try to be decent during the season. And this is where I expected it to go pretty quick, and it did. Jonathan says, it was hard to spell, but he did that. He said, fucking hate holiday shoppers. Fucking hate holiday shoppers. Okay, I hate shoppers year round, but let's talk about holiday shoppers.
Well, I particularly despise people. Don't get me wrong, I get it if you've got a big family, but I despise people who seem to think that the potential for a holiday occasion is also the potential for the economic collapse of the food infrastructure of their country, and therefore you need to buy enough food not only to last that holiday, but for the next 12 weeks subsequent afterwards. You've got to do it all at 1 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon the day beforehand. Get your shit together. You know when the holiday's coming up. You own a fucking calendar. Plan ahead. Shop sensibly. Stop leaving everything to the last minute.
By the way, for all the viewers, I didn't mention this. For those of you watching the live show on twitch.tv/Travis Tavern Talk. We are recording a podcast right now. So we may not read every comment, especially if chat is lively as it is right now. For all those watching on podcast, we have a live, not so in studio audience via chat. And I'm loving them. By the way, for all of yous guys, Fred, Kevin's cat, has made an appearance. You can see the tip of his tail. And if we're lucky, Kevin might raise him up a la Lion King. There he is. Ah, Zwemba! Zwemba!
Yeah. Give him the full Lion King man anyway.
There we go. There's Fred. He's 9 years old now?
15.
15-year-old feral tomcat that loves the hell out of him. Chat is like, "Hi, Fred, we love you. Hakuna Matata, Fred. Fred!" He's internet famous, motherfucker. Okay. So, holiday shoppers. Here's what I'm going to tell you. Holiday shoppers are nothing more than normal shoppers during the holidays. Because how many times have we gone into a store and a motherfucker Fred for president? Or prime minister. We don't care. We just want to see him in political power so he can urinate on somebody else's signpost. Okay. Ed, holiday shoppers, go.
They suck.
Why?
Having worked retail during the holiday shoppers suck. Just talking about this with a coworker the other day. When I was a kid, there was this Christmas feeling. Everybody went shopping. They went from store to store. Hello, hi, Somewhere between that time and in my early 20s, it turned into a mad dad get present. And it sucks.
Now, is that because a Cabbage Patch Kid and Furbies came into existence, or was that always
You got
there?
it. I was working retail when Cabbage Patch Kids came into existence, and I remember we used to get them in, unload them off the truck, put them off the cart, and they never even made it to the toy department. We just rolled them out on the floor, picked them up, and threw them up in the air, and everybody grabbed and ran like a bunch of wild fucking animals or something. I was like, something's changing.
Do you think it changed?
Absolutely. I never saw anybody act like that before.
See, this is where we need...
TV advertising put the products right in front of the eyes of the kids it was marketed at for a change, rather than in the shop window where the parents saw it. And all the kids were aware of the biggest, latest, greatest thing, and you had these trends suddenly starting where everybody had to have the same toy.
That's a
that
fair
horrendous
point.
pressure on parents rushing around trying to find this Christmas's or this season's big thing, Ed.
I would like to say one thing, though. Mad Hawk says, I don't do people during the holidays. What kind of animals do you do during the holidays?
Well, I think what he's asking is, what do you replace with people when you're doing something during the holidays?
Okay, sorry.
Because it might not be animals. It could be corpses. I really don't appreciate you just limiting people's lifestyles.
Inquiring minds just want to know.
Oh, fair fact, fair fact. God, I love that quote. There was a lot of shit in chat that we just kind of like let roll by. Joe said, Christmas makes me depressed because I'm too broke to buy gifts. It makes me wish I was a kid again because Christmas, it's different when you're a kid. Flaming Bird says holiday shoppers are asshole. Tajinter says, as much as I dislike Amazon as a megacorp, I'm more than happy to buy shit from them so I don't have to deal with humans. Fucking humans. Jonathan says, Ed'll understand this. This is my first holiday I get to go home. Gotta love the military. Then there's a whole lot about Fred taking political office. Flaming says, internet shopping wins this time of year. I only have too many assholes to deal with. Oh, Flaming Bird, do you have cats? Tajinter apparently wants a Tickle Me Slimo for holidays, please everybody find Jinter's address, send him Tickle Me Slimos. Says scaled back production of Cabbage Patch dolls for the season and just stored them in warehouse to increase perceived demand. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Or I agree. Yeah, probably. Okay. So, first of all, yes, Ed?
Man, I remember my first Christmas in the military. I was depressed as shit,
Why?
and I got laid. Because I didn't get to go home. It was 18 years old, very first time away from home. You know, I know mom's cooking that spread. It's going to be on the table, good food, uh, apple pie, ham. And, yeah, I was depressed as shit, but I got laid. And then the
By?
next year for, huh?
Who'd you get laid by?
A wild ass Marine. Um,
Nice.
he'll understand that. And then the next year, I did get to go home for Christmas, and I didn't get laid. The year after that, I was at base for Christmas and I got laid. I discovered a pattern. I stopped going home for Christmas.
Jonathan says it's a lottery system for holidays. I don't know if that relates to what you're saying or something else, but God, I feel like it hits well with what you're saying right there. Do you want that family feel good or that down below feel good? Okay. As I said initially, and Kevin, interrupt me if you had something to say, and I've skipped over you, buddy. I enjoy the concept of holidays. I love Groundhog's Day because it's ridiculous, Cinco de Mayo because we get to celebrate a different culture's drinking drunk holiday, Fat Tuesday, and Mardi Gras. I like the different holidays because there's something special about each one. On the other hand, I don't like the rabid frenzy that people seem to feel is necessary to associate with shopping. Because people are assholes year the fuck around. But when you add a holiday on top of that, now they're a special kind of asshole.
It's like adding alcohol.
It is kind of, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So
there's this weird thing in the hospitality trade as well, that times where people are given national holidays, which you would think would be a time of being joyous and appreciative, seems to be some kind of carte blanche to be a complete and utter fucking prick to the person who's working probably one of the busiest days of their year to provide you with your food, your beer, your, whatever your holiday festivity of choice is, I see it every year, and I suppose in a sense it's why I'm not really a Grinch or sort of a naysayer of holiday, but I'm not a person who gets invested a lot in it, and I think that's just a byproduct of having worked in the trade for that many years.
Here's what I'll say.
Like every holiday.
When you go into a restaurant, you should be celebrating. You should be celebrating a break in your shopping. You should be celebrating the holidays, celebrating being able to have some fucking money to spend. Whatever. You should be celebrating year round, by the way. But during the holidays, especially, you should take a little time and spread a little cheer and make somebody's day better. But so many people are like, I'm on a limited time. I want what I want right now. Fuck you. Give me my shit. Stop talking to me, you friendly little bastard. By the way, Tajinter says, and we'll get into this in a moment, another issue is the demand to spend time with family during the holidays, even if you don't like them. I can spend time with family, but if you put a gun to my head and make me, we will have a problem. Let's discuss family during holidays in a moment once we get through this. But I definitely want to bring that up right now. Jonathan says, I hate holidays, period. Why? What makes you hate holidays? And which holidays in particular? Is Halloween a fuck you holiday? Okay. So, I've worked restaurants for most of my life until pretty recently. Oh God, heartburn. Sorry. Kevin, you talk.
It's a weird thing. I like holidays, some holidays, but I find it difficult to emotionally invest myself in them sometimes, even if I want to be supportive of it. Partly because of other people's behavior, but partly because I suppose, just like I say, for years it's been hammered into my head that what everyone else associates as a holiday, I associate as I am going to be working. It's going to be hell. People are going to give me shit. We're going to be busy as anything, you know. Um, People go, "Oh, Christmas, amazing! I get time off to go and do X, Y, Z," and I'm like, "Oh, great! This is when I don't get to be with my family when I really want to be with them because I have to be at work." I once went 11 years before I had a Christmas day with my family. So yeah, it's yeah. If you work in certain industries, people tend to forget that, you know. And it's the same goes. It's not just hospitality, you know. We should be extending that same kind of consideration when we do have the opportunity to celebrate ourselves to anybody else who can't, to emergency workers, to security staff, to night workers who are refilling the shelves so we can go shopping again tomorrow. If you have to work over a holiday season, it sucks twice as hard. And I don't care whether you get bonus money, extra appreciation, you
It's
know,
not worth
there's
it.
no amount of extra pocket change and secret Santa
Yeah.
gifts that makes up for having to be working while everyone else is at home getting slaughtered, having a fucking good time.
I
So
once had a
yeah.
customer when I worked retail step in front of me Christmas Eve, and it's late in the evening, and she's in the store buying gifts, you know, and she's, it's really a shame you have to be working on Christmas Eve. And it's like, bitch, if people like you weren't in here, I wouldn't be
There we
working.
go. Raise a glass to that, because that is a fucking truth. If you, as Kevin said, plan,
Mm.
then you wouldn't
Why are
fucking
you
be there.
still shopping on Christmas Eve? What the fuck are you doing? I'm at home shit faced. Come and join me.
By the way, like, you're not going to tell
There's
me
a
you had
good
more
movie
money
on.
in
There are snacks
November.
out. I've got cheese, crackers, pate, pickles. Come on round. We'll
What
get
was that,
tanked.
Travis?
Like I was saying, like you didn't have more money in November. Now I understand shopping the deals that they post
Hmm.
after certain points in November, especially in the U.S. By the way, Andrea says, I'd rather work on the holidays, let the ones that want to be with their family be able to. I don't just spend time and buy things for family and friends at designated times. Some only do this on special days. Flaming
Hmm.
Bird says, if I'm eating out, wait, there's more to that. If I'm eating out on the biggest holiday of the year, I like to celebrate with the staff too. By the way, I love that concept. People complain about
Oh,
the
that's
cost of the
awesome.
dinner and don't take into account the time spent by the staff working on what should also be their holiday. One more comment from Tajinter says Halloween is great. It's the one holiday that isn't greedy about things. It's not about your family or your presents or whatever. It's about the people you don't even know showing up and being involved with you. I like Halloween because it's not about me. By the way, that's a
Yeah.
great concept. I love
Hmm.
Thanksgiving because there's no shopping. There's no presents. There's no greed associated with it. It is about getting together with the people you like. By the way, not saying family, saying people you fucking like. That's the people you should be getting together and cooking a huge meal where you can all hang out, eat, and bullshit. And I love that concept about Thanksgiving.
Yeah. It's a party.
By the way, for those established couples that have been together more than 1 or 2 years, why not consider Valentine's Day as a group thing? Why not celebrate a long-term
Sorry.
relationship with?
Ed and I immediately shared a look there.
Because it got me in trouble. That's why.
What happened?
My wife and I had been together for 2 years. Teresa, current wife, had been together for 2 years. And I don't know how it happened that way. I never cooked a meal in those first 2 years that we were together.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just one of those things. We got home from work. She went to the kitchen and she cooked a meal. Well, we had a coworker who was kind of down in the dumps that Valentine's Day was coming around. So I was like, invite her out. We don't do holidays. We don't.
Right.
Sure, we'll fix a meal and eat, but the holiday itself doesn't really mean anything to us. Invite her out for Thanksgiving. I'll cook you guys dinner. And she looked at me. She's like, you'll cook us dinner? You can't cook. So I cooked a hell of a spread. And she's like, you cooked for Annie. But you never cooked for me for 2
Wait,
years.
you just said Thanksgiving and Valentine's Day. Which one was it? Thanksgiving or Valentine's Day?
Valentine's Day.
Okay. By the way, Andrea says, no, last time Valentine's Day was a group thing, it was a massacre.
True.
And Flaming Bird isn't wrong. Says Valentine's Day is just something created so people spend money on overpriced shit. Here's the thing about every holiday. That. Okay?
Yeah.
When it comes to making money, and we're all victim or perpetrator of it to some extent or another.
Mm-hmm.
We all...
You think about what we...
Go ahead, Kev.
I was going to say, think about what we're saying about like getting the must-have Christmas presents and things like that each year. You know, why should your enjoyment of a holiday season be predetermined by whether or not you're able to make a successful financial transaction ahead of the rest of the crowd?
Mm-hmm.
How bullshit is that?
Here's a fun fact: Andrea's given me every fucking present that she's bought for December 25th. Because she wants to give me a fucking present. We love to do this, and I've given her everything I've bought.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's we have set up. We give 3 gifts during the winter season. One on Christmas, one on Yule, and one on the first snow. Because it always feels like the holidays on the first snow. Which sometimes, like last year, we had a snow in mid-November, and it fucked us both because we're just like, we didn't expect that. But yeah, we love giving gifts. And also, when those deals come around, you purchase those things for yourself that you want. And honestly, right now, Andrea's like looking at shit she wants. And I have no problem with her buying shit for herself. And I have definitely bought some stuff for myself. You see, I saw it before the show as I was prepping stuff here and looking down. And yeah, I saw prices that I couldn't look away from for things I wanted. And here's what I'm going to say about holidays, and this will probably be in the wrap up here also. The holidays are about being with the people you enjoy being around. And if that's nobody, stay the fuck home with the one person or your cats or a good book or binge watch something and enjoy the hell out of that holiday. Fuck your family. Families are toxic as often as they're not. So, see, Andrea says, I won't promise I won't buy the vacuum for myself. And that's fair. Because at least I know she's getting what she wants. And I'm okay with that. Yes, Ed?
Yeah, we're the same way. I think we've talked about this before, even on this show. We're the same way. We have our... Somebody mentioned Amazon before, and as much as they hate it, I'm the same way. I hate the corporate idea of it, but it's so damn fucking convenient. And we have our shopping list on Amazon. She can go on the shopping list anytime she wants. I can go on the shopping list and got a few extra dollars this month. Order that.
Right.
Christmas, I'm not going to wait for that because I love giving a gift anytime I got a few extra dollars and I can afford to give the gift. So
it's there's never a reason I need to give Ed something. If I have something here I think he'll like, I'm like, dude. And by the way, I'm the fucker that checks with you before handing you a gift. I'll tell you what the hell it is, because so many times in our lives we've gotten a gift and we're just like, thanks.
Yeah.
Why'd you think of me for this shit?
Lovely.
Go ahead.
It's like it's like those jumpers and socks and stuff that your aunt used to give you when you were younger, and you just got to put that polite smile on your face. And, oh, that's lovely of you. Thanks.
Thank you, Aunt Martha.
November says, looking for non-commercial traditions for my mini. I love the tradition you and Andre have. 3 gifts, 3 different days. Love. Thanks for sharing that. My pleasure. Because, like all adults, we buy shit year-round. And
I might adopt that tactic as well, because then for the last 9 odd years I could have saved on buying a first snow present at all. Winner.
You'd have to pick a city, I guess, if you're going with the snow present. Ginger says, I work holidays and take the weekend after as a family holiday, so it can be about family, even when I can't spend it. I know a lot of people, Andrea and I did this before we came to our current agreement, of we gift a couple days after any given holiday so we could buy clearance shit. Valentine's Day, Easter, clearance shit. Because and I love this about Andrea. I could buy her a present and it could look really expensive, and she's like, thanks. Till I told her I got it at like 70 or 80% off. Then she's like, this is a great gift! Because she now realizes instead of spending $20 or $200, I spent a fraction of that. And she's like, this is a great fucking gift. Oh.
Yeah, Jules says we shop all year. Gifts will speak to us and we buy them. That's the way to do it.
For everybody.
Anytime. Yeah.
Especially a certain significant other, those close to you. But yeah. Yeah, okay. By the way, I agree with Ginger here. By the way, let me read Andrea's thing. She says, never get a live thing for anyone without permission first. This pisses me off on Easter. Poor bunnies and chickens, by the way. Ginger says, what do you want for Christmas under $20? Look, I'm an adult. If I want something that's $20, I can cover that. Buy something that you want to give me, and I promise you I'll appreciate it. Can we talk about gift cards for a moment, gentlemen?
Sure.
Yeah.
If you tell people you want money, don't fucking talk to me. If you want a gift card, it's not a gift. Okay? That's, here's some cash. Go get some shit, because I like you. That's not a holiday gift. A holiday gift, and I don't care if you buy it at the dollar store, or the, what do they call it in the UK there, Kevin? The, Pound Town?
Charity shop. Poundland. Yeah.
Can we call it Pound Town, please? For forever?
Pound Town?
Yeah, let's just call it Pound Town.
Pound Town, that sounds like something Guy Fieri would say in the bedroom.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's, Andrea says it's the thought, not the price that counts. And I don't think people realize that. It really is the thought that counts. Last year... Go ahead, Kid.
I can say this because my sister will never ever watch one of these because she pays very little attention to anything I do in my life. But literally about the last 10 or 15 years of my life, every Christmas and every birthday, without fail, religiously, my sister will give me a £20 Waterstones book token, which is great. I love reading. I love books. Books are fucking expensive these days. So someone giving me the ability to get books for free, essentially, is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But I get the same gift card all the time in a generic card. It's fucking boring. You're lazy. You put no effort into it.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. And Andrea, by the way, and a few others are touting the Amazon wish list. This is something I have my brother's wish list and his wife's wish list, Andrea's, Ed's. Kevin, do I have your Amazon wish list? Do you have one? I don't think
I did one ages ago, didn't I? When we did them up originally for the show, but I don't think I've ever adapted it since. Maybe I should go and revise that. Go check that.
Because Andrea is saying this is why Amazon wishlist is awesome. No gift card needed, and you're guaranteed to get something you want. Here's what else I'll tell you about Amazon wishlist. Go fucking edit that shit, Ed. Because the shit you wanted 3 years ago isn't what you want today. And then you will find, and you know what, on your wish list, go to put that expensive shit and put the cheap shit too. You know you love that type of pen and you like a box of them, $12 for 20 pens.
But see, this is the problem I have with doing things like Amazon wish lists. I'm not putting anything expensive on there. I'm shopping for me. I'm like, no, that's not going on there. That's at least £3-4 too expensive. You know, I'm going to find a cheaper one of those, put that on the list instead. That's far more reasonable.
Why do people get so pissy when shopping during the holidays? Why do they turn into little bastards? Or are they always that way and we just fucking notice it more during the holidays because we expect it?
Humans don't like being under pressure to hit targets they haven't set. It comes back to what we were saying earlier. You know, it's that seasonal expectation. You must have this gift. You must decorate this. Your tree must look better than this person's. And it's a constant, never-ending set of fucking hoops that you have to jump through just to prove you're worthy of celebrating a holiday. No one likes being under pressure, especially when you don't have to. But it goes back to what I said earlier. It depends on how much you give a shit about buying into all of that bullshit every time a holiday rolls around, and how much you remember that really what you should be doing is just kicking back and enjoying the other people around you who you get a chance to be with that you don't normally get to hang around with.
That's a fair point. A couple other things. By the way, Andrea says, Kevin, update your wish list. It's easier to purchase from there for you because it'll ship from there. And I don't have to
This
spend
is
so
true.
much for postage. When you spend as much on postage as a gift.
It's you guys moan about this all the time. It is only the cost of a small apartment in a city centre somewhere to send a letter. It's not extravagant, you know.
And Flaming Bird says, I better
Frankly,
see if Amazon...
considering it can get here as quickly as 13 weeks, I think it's quite reasonable.
Flaming Bird says, I better see if Amazon does a private wish list too. Not everyone needs to see the things I want. Yeah, they do. Flaming Bird,
They do.
You can set it up so only the people you invite to see it see it. Tajinter says, they've been conditioned to buy the right thing now, and there isn't a right thing, so you get caught in a fight or flight loop that you can't get rid of. And that's in response to why do people turn into assholes. Hey, Lilith, thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. Let's raise a glass to Lilith, another author who makes a living, as far as I know, off ghostwriting. Way to fucking go there. It's and by the way, just if I'm not mistaken, it was Lilith that just finished a latest project of her own. So, okay. Now, I don't enjoy shopping in general. Usually when I shop, I know what I want. I go in, I pick it up, I bail. But there are other times, Andrea and I, on rare occasions, will go in just to browse. We have some money in our pocket. We want to buy ourselves or each other something. And sometimes I'll cover her, she'll cover me, whatever. Even if the other one has money. And it's not often, but it happens. Thank you for that anonymous cheer. Thank you for your bits. Love to see your ghostly little bits there. I got to do that anonymous cheer. I love the little ghost thing. God, it's just like a drinking game. Every time somebody throws money, we have to take a drink.
Oh, it's terrible. Such a hardship.
Mm-hmm. So, Ed, do you ever enjoy just browsing any time of the year, by the way? Doesn't have to be a holiday, but it can include holidays.
In a store?
A mall, a store, whatever. No. Kev?
Certain shops, yeah. Bookstores, I'm gone for hours. You know, sitting in a search party after me.
Oh, God. Tajinter's throwing 50 bits. Anonymous cheer. It's a drinking game, you fuckers. Big chug from Tajinter, so... Oh. Here's what I'm going to say. There's a certain pleasure in browsing. By the way, do we all remember the days where we were setting up house and anytime you'd walk into Walmart or some big box store, you'd spend $50 minimum or 50 pounds. But now you've gotten to a point where you walk into Walmart and it's hard to find anything you want to buy. Anybody else experience this? Ed?
I have noticed when you walk in, not just Walmart, stores in general these days, it's hard to find any damn thing for. But
yeah, sometimes you
I used to be a
money.
browser years ago, but not anymore. Lowe's, maybe. That's a hardware store, by the way.
Sometimes Staples.
By
the way,
don't have any around me.
Huh?
There's none around me.
Oh. What about you, Kev?
Guitar shops, they're my kryptonite as well.
There are certain stores we love to browse in. And if you go in... Oh, okay, hold on. Comments. Flaming Bird says, if I'm buying a gift blind, I like to get something that I think will be personal to them. Otherwise, it's just not worth doing it, in my opinion. Not many people want those thousands of deodorant gift sets. Yeah.
Correct.
Bath bomb and lotion sets for women and candle sets. And then for men, like a fucking dartboard for your desk. The fuck? Andrea says, I love sock advent calendars. Those are kind of fun, by the way. Glances at the cooking section. Look, cast iron pan. Sweet. Talk to Ed to Ginter. There, there are certain things, and if you go in with the person that you're close to and browse, it's worth paying attention to what they want instead of just looking for what you want. Last year, working with my coworkers, we did the buy somebody else a gift thing, the gift exchange. And the woman I got, I knew nothing about her. She was working behind the scenes. She didn't work with our crew. All I knew, she always looked cold and liked purple. I found a purple chenille sweater, open front sweater, like not a cardigan, just the open front sweater, on like 70% clearance. And then I bought her a pair of Christmas socks and a pack of minty gum. She loved this. It was, Ginter says, pens are on sale. There is a God. Flaming Bird, yeah, look for the sock advent calendars. Last year, Andrea got herself a Harry Potter one and me a Star Wars one. And each day we opened up and showed each other what socks we got that day. It was kind of cool. Mind you, they're the kind of socks you wear 3 times and they get a hole. But, you know, there you go. As Andrea just said. So, it's possible to get even somebody you barely know. What? What's on our... Hold on, something's on our porch. Might be a rat. What is it? There's a possum on our porch dragging things. Here. She's going to take a picture of a possum on our porch. We live in the country, for anybody that doesn't know. And don't... So every once in a while we'll find droppings on our porch and we're like... What is he getting into?
I have all the recycling sitting there to take tomorrow.
Oh, she's got the recycling. He's like, nummy stuff.
Oh, I want to feed him. Give him a treat.
Yes, give him a treat.
God damn it. Here.
Don't feed the possums, but we're going to.
Fred's taking an interest.
They're nice to have around. They eat ticks, you know.
Yeah,
Fred
well,
will play with the
oh my God, it is cute. Hold on a second. I'm going to show this to chat here. Got the front porch light was on.
Oh, I tried to throw him treats and Steve scared me.
For you guys. Okay, sorry. Show interruption right there.
Yeah. Possum attack.
Oh no.
Wow. Yeah,
What's
read
that,
that,
Ed?
Travis.
What? What, Ed?
The 1860 conductor's watch? Is what
Read
you were
that
saying,
comment for
Uncle?
me, please. I hadn't got to that yet. Read the whole...
Okay, to Ginger said, now another issue of being forced to give gifts. I tend to give gifts that I enjoy. The last time work demanded I gave someone a gift, I found and restored an 1860s conductor's watch. They threw it away and complained because they thought I was commenting on them being late.
I remember that story. He's told me that story.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, yeah, here's what... There is a matter of gauging the people you're gifting. By the way, this woman, I still work with her, and she wears that sweater on a regular basis, and she very much enjoyed it. I got it on that one. But there are other stories. That's the other side of this story, folks. Sometimes, for a coworker, it's just better to buy them a fucking Starbucks card and leave it at that.
That's what everybody was getting me at work.
On the other hand, there are times like Andrea she makes her own lotions. She makes her own bath bombs. She makes fresh baked mini apple pies and muffin tins.
And they are such great gifts.
They are. They are. It's personal. Everybody loves it. You can enjoy it. And here's what I'd say. I'd rather get something from the dollar store with a little thought because somebody knows, oh, he likes squirrels. Or he likes cats. Or he likes dragons because of Dungeons and Dragons. Or he's a writer and I bought him a notebook. I'd rather get something that cost almost nothing and have it mean something than get me a $50 gift card to some fucking place. And by the way, never buy me a gift card when everything's more expensive than you spent on the gift card, because what the fuck? I now have an obligation. Now, I'm going to address holiday attitude directly. If you don't think you give holiday attitude in the negative way, look at it for a moment. Ed, maybe I'm talking to you. Maybe I'm talking to people you're talking about. But remember, the holiday, yeah, it's about other people, but it's about you. And if you go somewhere and you turn into a negative Nelly, stop it. Remember, rise above, take the high road, smile at other people. Wish them happy holidays, Merry Christmas, fucking Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever. I don't fucking care. And by the way, if you get offended when somebody wishes you a happy whatever their holiday is, you're the asshole, by the way. Somebody wishing you well in any essence and you get offended, you're a dick.
I don't get offended, but
No.
I am one of those assholes that when I know certain people, it's going to kill them to say Merry Christmas, and they do say Happy Holiday, and I do.
Oh yeah, Merry Christmas to you too.
Merry Christmas.
By the way, on the show, I tend to go with Happy Holidays because I don't know if you're Wiccan, you're celebrating Yule. If you're Christian, you're celebrating Christmas. If you're Jewish, you're celebrating whatever you're celebrating. I want you to enjoy the winter festivities. I want you to enjoy a holiday that was created because it is the darkest, coldest. Harvest is done. You don't know if you're making it through to spring. And I want you to have a little happiness. But Andrea says $50 gift card to Cheesecake Factory or WoW, World of Warcraft. Gameplay is good. What, Kev?
This is about to turn dark very quickly. You know, 1 minute is all about the joy of the holiday season. The next moment, you're not sure if we're going to survive the spring.
I'm rolling the clock back to the real times. Ginger says, I have a $10 Cold Stone Creamery card. By the way, that's good ice cream. They could have bought me a cone when I got it. Has depreciated to the point where I can't even get a free sample for $10. Flaming Bird says, I like to give kids, teachers, and others too, bus drivers, by the way, appreciation gifts that are homemade, like brownies, gourmet popcorn, etc., rather than the 56th world's best teacher mug of the day. Yeah, let me throw this at you guys. Andrea says, happy whatever the fuck you celebrate. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If you know somebody that loves eagles, wolves, dragons, squirrels, whatever the fuck it is, don't buy them that thing. Everybody has bought them that thing.
Right.
Okay? There's come to a point when you hit a certain point, generally sometime after 40, you realize stop telling people you like this thing.
Right.
And by the way, if you know a writer, don't buy them another notebook. If you know an artist, don't buy them another sketchbook. They have a fuck ton of them. And they like a certain kind at this point. Unless they're 20, then fucking buy them that shit. But by the time they're 30, 40, Kev?
I'd just like to say there are occasionally, by the way, exceptions to that rule, and I really like guitars.
Andrea says, if you find out they like Dick, can you buy them that? I mean, Richard, sure you do.
I can't be bought, but I can be rented.
Yeah. I can be
put that out there.
I can be used cheaply and thrown away in a disposable fashion.
Yeah. 6-pack equivalates something. And not abs anymore, not at our age.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's more like a family pack.
Elizabeth just threw up, that's what she said. What timing? Ginger says, I worked with a guy that would declare Hail Satan when he was greeted. You know what? Hail Satan. If it makes you happy, don't be a dick. And that's what I have to say about holidays, guys. Holiday attitude is a matter of being grateful for what you have, what's in your world, first and foremost. Whether that's family, whether that's physical objects of gifting. It's the attitude of the holidays. Any holiday throughout the whole year. It's Andrea says Krampus, which, by the way, still sounds like a bad menstrual week. That's all I'm saying to that one. It's enjoy what you have, celebrate what you have, and bring it into the world if you're going to step out into the world. Bring that cheer, that happiness. When I go into any store, Walmart, a mall, whatever, a restaurant, thank you for that anonymous cheer. I appreciate seeing it. Why is it always 6? I'm curious about that. Here's to you and your 6 bits. Maybe it's a bit per inch. I don't know what's going on there. Toast to that.
Must be thrown over you then, Travis.
Well, if they only want, a third of what's there. No, not a third. Hold on. I'm doing bad math. 2/3. God damn it. Moving on. Yeah. If you take what you love and bring it into the public, when I walk into public areas, I go in expecting slow people, stupid people, idiots. And I prepare myself to smile and laugh about the situation because I knew it was going to happen. You know it's going to happen. Don't go into a situation expecting to be upset. Go in expecting it to happen and allow yourself to bask in that moment. And where it should take 20 minutes, let it take an hour. Kevin?
I've worked in the industry where I've seen people out on holiday seasons for decades now, and I see so many stressed people who are desperate to get a drink or, get away for an hour or two because the holiday season has stressed them out so much. Holidays are time for celebrating. The definition of that celebration is what makes you happy. Do what the fuck you want to do with that holiday time. Don't feel pressured to conform to what everyone else thinks you must do, to buy this, to go there, to dance to someone else's tune. You're only asking for misery. Celebrate, be happy, do things you like. Go see a movie, take a walk on the beach, spend a couple of hours phoning an old friend you haven't seen. It doesn't have to be some elaborate song and dance. Just do something that makes you happy.
By the way, Nova November says, prepare for kindness. Tajinter says, don't get pissy about me drinking tequila and eating tacos on Cinco de Mayo. We aren't celebrating a French defeat hundreds of years ago. They are the French. They lost battles before, a lot of battles since then. We're drinking tequila and eating tacos. And here's what I'll say to what you just said there, Kevin. I really just lost whatever the fuck you just said.
Amazing. Perfect timing.
Yeah, really. Well done. Nova November's prepare for kindness. This is going to help you. Let me build on that. This is going to help you. This is going to prepare you when you're going out into the world. Prepare for kindness. Your own kindness. Don't worry about other people. Kevin, you specifically mentioned don't dance to somebody else's tune. This is so important every day, but especially in the holidays. Decide what attitude you want to have. Don't let other people decide it for you. And if you're going out to be upset and be a dick, you're fucking doing it wrong.
Yeah.
I still don't think I hit the point I wanted to respond to what you made there, Kevin. Because I read comments. And there's been enough bourbon. Here's to that. We'll drink to that.
Yeah, we'll drink to that. Yeah.
Okay, let's do some closing thoughts here. Ed, can we start with you? Holiday attitude.
Sure. Holidays for me, having worked in security industry and served in the military, holidays for me for so long has just been another day. My wife and I both worked in the security industry, and we celebrated Thanksgiving on Saturday for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I get it off now, we still celebrate our Thanksgiving on Saturday. But adding to what you were saying about don't be a dick, nothing really changes for me for a holiday. It's just another day because I got to work. When I'm going out and I'm greeting people in public and everything, I try to treat them the same way that I treat them any other day. I don't just try to be nice to them at Christmas time. I try to be nice to them all the time. I try to make it a point when I'm in the store and I'm checking out to make sure I say thank you and have a good day before that clerk behind the counter says that. I really do want them to have a good day. I appreciate what they're doing for me.
You know what,
Oh, good night,
Jewel?
Jewel.
That's another
Oh,
thing.
good night, Joel.
When somebody comes at you, I don't care if they're fucking being a sarcastic asshole or honest and open, and wishes you whatever holiday it is. I don't care if it's St. Patrick's Day or Christmas or anything in between. Roll with that. Accept that.
Mm-hmm.
If they mean it, take it as they mean it. If they don't mean it, take it as they said it. Because why ever let anybody else upset you? That's a
Right.
moron move. And that's just
And
poisoning
also,
yourself.
you,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
the fact that you don't necessarily agree with their point of view about the holiday season is also not a reason for you to diminish their enjoyment of it.
Good
Correct.
point. Yeah,
It's a two-way street.
it is. Kevin, any closing thoughts besides what you just said there?
I got closing toast for you at the end, I think.
Oh, good, good. Make sure I don't fucking forget that shit. I'm going to check the
I won't.
mailbag right now, see if there's any other mail in here. And here's what I'm going to tell you guys. You can email us at talkofthetavernshow@gmail.com. Talkofthetavernshow@gmail.com. Throw us your comments, your thoughts, or a topic you'd like to hear us discuss, because we'd love to hear it. I also want to make sure you guys know you can throw in birthday wishes to yourself or others. Andrea says just because you celebrate it doesn't mean the intention isn't there. That's very true. Don't forget you can support us by buying merchandise at bit.ly. That's bit.ly/merch. I'm sorry, Tavern Merch or Tavern Merch 2, the number 2. As well as everybody here who tonight through bits, subscribed, host, rated, purchased merchandise, or those folks on Patreon and PayPal like Triple U, Ethan Strauss, Musical Wizardry, and Berta, who all threw that love up here. Make sure you join us for another show. We have Stealing for Survival, we have Right Night, and we have Talk of the Tavern. And we've got a great group on each one of them, whether it's in chat or on screen. Now, Kevin, what's your closing toast, buddy?
If it feels like work, it's not a holiday.
Aw. Look at him just chug that coffee.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to
3 a.m.,
say.
baby, let's go.
I'm going to put my own toast up there and drink to it too, because there's still liquid in the glass. Holidays are meant to be enjoyed. And if you're not enjoying them, do a little self-exploration and figure out why you're not enjoying them. And fix that shit for your own sake, and it will affect the world around you. To Ginger says, that's not holiday spirit, dumbass. That's Stockholm Syndrome. Tomato, tomato. Ed, closing toast for the holidays?
No.
Good enough.
See y'all next time.
Let's do some closing music. Guys, we are out of here. I want to thank all our moderators for keeping the chat going and everybody in chat. And there you go, Nova. Putting that cheer up there for those hosts and mods. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Let's
You've all
do
been
some
brilliant tonight.
closing music, and we're out of here. We'll catch you again on the next show.
Thanks for joining us in the discussion shenanigans tonight. You are the one thing that makes the show what it is. Don't forget to join us at the Tavern next week. Until then, have fun, keep learning, and be good to one another. Now, raise your glass in good cheer. Enjoy the
Raise your
small
glass.
moments every day and steamy dreams every night.